right, look like I am connected. All right, let's go ahead and take that off. Yeah, yeah, look like I'm connected. Wait a moment here. What is going on? All right, sorry. Hold on a minute. Come on. All right, dear. Oh, okay, there we go. Man, hold on for a minute. Damn, that sun is bright. Let me go ahead and turn around here. All right, think that is a lot better. You guys can see me now. I think that would be a lot better. Turn around this way. All right. All right. That's a lot better. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I got a overcast on my face. In this car here, but oh well, the show must go on. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Some Random Guy Speaks. I am your host, Tony G. And this is another live stream where I will be talking about how I stand with Trump, Donald J. Trump, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, though, Trump is doing the thing, we got a lot to talk about today. So today is Sunday, 10/10. Man, I'm syncing up, man. Boy, look at those angel numbers. I see 11/11 a lot these days. Now I'm seeing 10/10 and things. So yeah. But other than that, though, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna wait for some people to get in the room. But in the meantime, hope everybody's having a wonderful day and stuff. Yeah, earlier this morning, man, it was like last night dropped down in the 40s. I think it was like 47 degrees, man. It was actually pretty darn cold. But today is kind of going, getting up there. Yeah, over here in Michigan, it looked like we're in the 60s. Man, but I did miss that 80-degree weather that we were having. See what I'm wearing my hoodie and everything like that. So, but yeah, man. So welcome to the chat though, just over here, just kicking it and things, man. I said I gotta stop doing my lives so late at night. Even though I like doing night lives, but a lot of times you can't really see me. I don't like having the map light on at night. But yeah, but other than that though, I welcome you guys into the channel and things. So just over here, just yeah, just having a good day and things though. I cut my finger on this on one of those pillars, and that thing was sharp, man. Ooh, man. My finger ran across that thing, man, like a razor, because it is. It's sharp as a razor, man. You ever cut yourself, man, with those annoying cuts that just won't stop bleeding? Well, that was the case for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Cut myself on that darn pillar and things. So, hey, but such is life. Such is life. But yeah, so other than that though, ladies and gentlemen, we're just doing another live and things. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day and things, man. There's a lot going on, man, in the United States alone. There's a whole lot of things going on though. But I said, let me go ahead and get an early jump on it this morning. I've been up since about 7:30 a.m. in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Are any of you guys, or a lot of y'all, like early morning risers, or midday, or evening, or at night? With my job, it demands that I get up early in the morning. Although I can go and work any shift I want, but most importantly, it's good to be able to get up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And get out here and work and things like that. But I'm gonna start doing my lives earlier in the morning and things. There's a lot to talk about. I do enjoy doing them and things like that. But in this business, being a people person, it is what it is. I appreciate the light too. For those who are coming in and things like that. Yeah, man. So just over here, just like we got a. Oh yeah, God bless. Oh yeah, thank you, Slick Rick. Oh yeah, Slick Rick. Uh-huh. Yeah, guys, I got Slick Rick in the room. Yeah. Yeah, I remember the songs. Back in the day. Yep, Slick Rick, everybody, Slick Rick. That's a name I ain't heard in a long time. One of the rappers. in the 80s and 90s and things like that, But yeah, man. So yeah, I appreciate you, Slick Rick, man. Yeah, man. Everybody else is coming into the room and things like that. A bunch of positivity, though, as we are getting our country back, everything is working out really, really well. And things. It's like the normacy, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's just so much positiveness. It's gradual, slow changes, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, unlike before, but now, things are starting to turn around though. You see the gas prices is going down, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all notice that the gas is starting to go down though. I got some gas here for two. What is it at Sheets? I got some gas here for like $2.50 some odd cents. You know that special unleaded 88 brand that they have, man. But I've been noticing the gas in general has been going down. Some of you guys have y'all also been noticing the gas going down and things. Certain things are going down and things. So yeah. Jennifer says gas going down in the winter. LOL. Always, yeah, yeah. But we ain't winter yet, though. I don't even want to see winter, to be honest with you, Jennifer. I really don't want to see the winter. All I want to do is like right now. Most people would agree like maybe 60, 70-degree weather all year round. That would be pretty decent. I don't mind hot weather. When I lived in Phoenix, Arizona, hot weather was a past tense, you know what I'm saying? I've been in 117-degree weather, dry heat. It's like a darn sauna out there, you know what I'm saying? If you ever been out west. Boy, it got hot though. Texas got hot too. Some parts of Texas, shoot. Places in the South even got hot. I'm talking about like way down there. You know what I'm saying? South Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. Louisiana. It's just a lot of humidity. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the chat though, too, ladies and gentlemen. Doing a nice live stream today. Before we get started, you know what I'm saying? YouTube. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's going on, YouTube censor our freedom? What's going on with you, man? Let me get my glasses on. Hold on for a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't want to miss nothing. Hold on for a minute. The major Chicago Brandon Johnson really annoys me. He has no intentions of going, okay, or doing anything to drive down crime because Chicago receives 800 million a year for crime prevention initiatives. Yeah, man, there's a lot of things going on right now in Chicago, man. I mean, JB Pritzker and yeah, Brandon Johnson, man, to say the least, though. But let me ask you this though, YouTube censors our free speech. Do you with this standoff between the governor and the mayor of Chicago and Trump, what's your perspective on that though? Do you see Brandon Johnson and JB Pritzker? Do you see these guys being the victor up against Trump and his administration? And anybody can elaborate on that question too. You guys are more welcome to chime in and things like that. Uh, and then I'm gonna hold my peace until later. But I just want to hear what you guys have to say about it. Give you guys some terms. Let me see here. Kid says you support Mango Mussolini. I never heard that one before. Um, and then let me see here. Wyatt Hunter says 34 convict felon. Interesting. Okay. Um, but a question I asked for you guys that are just chiming in the chat. Between Trump and JB Pritzker, as well as Brandon Johnson, who you think is going to be a victor between this particular fight? You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Wyatt Hunter says, letting other countries in the USA. Kid says Trump loves little girls. Okay. Um, Let me see. I'm waiting on yeah, said YouTube censor our freedom speech. Yeah, I know you came in my room a few times there too, and I appreciate you and things. So while he's coming up with some, Todd C says says hi. I say hi back to you, Todd. See, welcome to the chat, man. Welcome to the chat. Do you guys see any type of with this this waging resistance that's coming from JB Pritzker, the governor of Illinois and everything like that? You know what I'm saying? But do you guys let me see here, since Wyatt don't have anything positive to say, because I gave you a chance. I sure did. I gave you a chance. Let's go ahead and go for 24 hours, skip it. Okay. So do you guys really see he reads good? Yeah, I know. He just yeah, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, kid. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Um, let me see here. Todd C says, okay, deport all the left lunatic politicians of the insurrection. Let me see here. Here it says deport a MAGA, keep an immigrant. Okay. Let me ask you this though, kid. Why do you think that? Why do you think that the illegals? I mean, the illegal aliens. Why do you think that we don't need borders? And and I want you to comment on it though. We can have a nice conversation. So, and you're doing great so far. But why do you think we should have open borders? Let's start with that, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, why do you think that we have open borders? Why should we have open borders? How about that? Yeah. Ken said, who said we don't need borders? Okay, we definitely need borders. Who said open borders? No, I'm just saying there's people that may in this particular group. Maybe I misread what you said, but there's people in the room today that I'm sure, and I want people to chime in. Do you think that we should have an open border for America to allow illegal aliens to come over here free will? I'm just saying though, you guys can comment. Thank you for the like too. I appreciate it. All right, let me see what you have to read. Let me see what you read said here. He had said, okay, he had said, I literally didn't say we need borders. Okay. All right, no problem. Blade says, we need borders, dumbass. Let me see here. Kid says, we do need borders. Okay. Blade says, we have borders, dumbass. T-Pain says, shut up. Let me see here. Mr. T-Pain, yeah. Usually I don't. Today I'm just being. You see what they had to say here. All right. Let me see here. Blade Ice. Oh man. All right. Let's see here. It's only for people that want to bring some. Because I asked a question. All right. But you can see some of these liberals, man. They come in my room and they are upset, man. They are so gone, man. There you go, T-Pain. You can join the other guy. There you go. All right. Let me go ahead and read the comments and we study go down the list here. Hell no. J23W says hell no. And then RS Painter says 2028 term limits. Let's see here. Captain Spaulding says this is a stupid argument and things. What's so stupid about it though? I'm asking a question. I'm not arguing nothing. I'm just asking a question. You know what a question is versus an argument? I never said, I'm just asking other people, Captain Spaulding. Yeah, you may want to figure out what that's all about. Let me see here. Barbie says that what the U.S. Yeah, Trump is the greatest president that we have ever had, ladies and gentlemen. Let me steady go down the list. I'm gonna walk this down again, right? Right, and this is exactly what it is. Trump is the greatest president that we ever had. And like I said, I can walk this down. He's the one that brought us the big, beautiful bill, right? Where people in this country would get a break in tax break. Trump is the one that also got us the no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, right? And no tax on seniors, they Social Security and all that benefits. This is the president that's really doing shut down the borders, right? Right? Did a mass deportation in the world ever seen. All these things, though, right, is under Trump. I stand with Trump. Now, when I ask a question, and what liberals can't do, that's why I don't even bother asking them no more, because they all come from that same talking point. And that's when you know that there's something wrong. These are paid agitators, Antifa as well, too. A lot of these people, ladies and gentlemen, they're paid. Even they come in my room, it's all paid. I don't even give them no I tried earlier, but nope. I'm just gonna ignore you. When you talk stupid, you're just gonna get ignored. That's exactly what it is. And see, they're coming here. Darth Bader says, "We love Trump. God bless you, brother. Thank you, Darth Bader. I like your name though too." But you got people that are disingenuous, Darth Bader. When you ask them a question with liberals, they don't answer the questions. It's the same old stuff. Soy boys. It's one thing to be an emotional woman, but when you a man and soy boy, and that's the thing about it. Trump is going to go down in the history as the greatest president that we have ever had. I stand with Trump 110% and more. When you bet on Trump, you're gonna always win. Look at my crypto and everything, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. And they are big mad about it, man. They come in this room, post up bullshit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's what they do. They just do insults. Listen, though, I'm from Detroit. You can't fuck with me on no insults. Detroit, Bricktown. Ask about it. You come here, you got to come correct. You can throw those little insults and be a internet gangster if you want to. That don't hurt me. You know what I'm saying? But one thing for sure, I'm about that Second Amendment. You know what I'm saying? I see you around. I see you around. I see you around. Ta, 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 ta. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that's exactly what it is though, man. That's one thing about it though, man. And I tell you other I tell people in general, man, you may, and see, this is the thing about the Second Amendment right. It was the low down left that, look at this, got to have these stupid ass laws about CPL licenses and shit. You don't need no CPL license when you are a citizen of the United States in the Constitution. There's nothing, don't let no one, right, infringe on our rights. And look at what they've been doing. They've been infringing on our rights, ladies and gentlemen. Trump, since he's a constitutionalist as well, and I can see that because he said he's going to have this, it's going to be in all 50 states, right? Well, we could be able to carry our gun cross state lines and stuff. Boy, that's why I love it though, man. You know what I'm saying? The Constitution is back. The Dems have lost. They are in disarray. They have no leadership. You got when you know it's bad when you got a bunch of soy boys and stuff bitching, whining, and crying. Epstein, 34 felon count. Boy, they can't. But you can't fuck with Trump. Trump got y'all asses checkmate. Y'all like screaming little bitches right now, and I love it. And that's why I'm trolling the trolls right now. They get them in this room. I stand with Trump. You know what I'm saying? I love Trump. You're lucky I didn't wear my red hat today. I troll the trolls. You don't troll me, I troll you. I do this on purpose to get the trolls in here, right? And to get them upset while I break them down with the truth. There's a lot of shit that they over here talking about ain't worth it. Ain't a dog's ass look better talking to a dog's ass than a far whacked out lunatic from the left, right? That's paid agitators like Antifa. And I love the fact that Trump have declared Antifa as a international terrorist. And you know what's going to happen now? They're going to they're going to freeze their bank accounts. They're going to put a travel ban on them, right? They got heavy surveillance on them. They're being monitored on the internet. Hey, Fadi, how you doing? All right now. Yeah, didn't see my man there, a friend of mine. But yeah, so it's a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen. Though that's why I say that's the reasons why I stand with Trump. Antifa, this organization, this wicked ass organization. Look what they have done over there in Chicago. They have fucked up. They tried to fuck up Chicago, right? We ain't gonna let them. Just like Portland, I don't call it Portland. I call it Portland, right? A lot of pork over there in Portland. I can't stand Washington State either, though. Those are liberal Antifa camps over there. Antifa, your days are numbered. Just so that you know. And I'm gonna tell you this. Thank you for the hearts too. I appreciate you guys. Because I'm gonna troll the trolls today, though. I got time. I'm gonna troll the trolls today, man, right? Here's the thing that they can't stand, because now anybody that's associated with Antifa, because now you got a bounty on your head now, right? Because now that you're being heavily surveillanced, there's going to be your bank accounts are going to be levied. And then not only that, there's going to be a travel ban. And for those that some of the Antifa leaders have already left, some of them have already escaped the United States. They think they escaped. They've been researching on countries that they can't be extradited. Guess what? Here's another thing. I've been holding this back, but I'm going to say it now. When you have been declared as an international terrorist, there's no country in the world that you go where you can't be expedited, because you are deemed as an international terrorist, right? And I just can't wait. They'll be rounding them up and bringing them back to justice. You know what I'm saying? Because these are drug addicts, knuckle draggers, low IQ ass Antifa people that go out here, wear a mask, wear black fatigues, pussies that they are. And this is the reason, ladies and gentlemen, as to why. But guess what? No, they have no match for the military. I already did the whole thing yesterday. If you watch my other live yesterday, where they were already been exposed, Antifa exposed, because now we know who a lot of their backers are. Their funders that have put dark money back behind these people. And what's his name? Eric Kessler is one of them. This is a guy here that ran. What's the name of that company? I think it was. It starts with an A, but it escapes my mind right now. But you can watch my other live. I break it all the way down. You know what I'm saying? And it's there. There's some other companies, George Soros as well. His name pops up a lot. No coincidence there. And there's a few others too. Even Bill Gates even popped up. He's one of the backers though too. There's quite a few of these people, man. So right now they are looking like boo boo right now. They've been exposed. Since Bill Gates been exposed, he tried to jump off from what's it called, Antebellum. Not, I think it's something like that. That one that's under Eric Kessler. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. We are seeing in real time what is happening, right? We are seeing this stuff, right? Because now Antifa and their deep money backers have been exposed. And like you said, heavy surveillance. They're monitoring them, watching the money transfer and all this other stuff. So if these people's funds are cut off, how you think they're gonna go out in the streets and continue rioting? Because these are rioters. These are not protesters. They're rioters, right? These are criminals, right? They go out here and do this. I'm gonna point my laser. We're gonna have the laser day, laser tag. You know what I'm saying? You are messing with a federal operation, right? And for you to hold that laser up there to the planes, that is a major offense. It's federal. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of time, ladies and gentlemen. Trump ain't worried about it. I'm not worried about it, because once again, I bet, yeah, everything I bet on Trump. When you bet on Trump, you always win. You know what I'm saying? You always win when you bet on Trump. You know? So here's the thing about it, though. As we study, go down and escalate, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm escalating up because I love trolling the trolls when they come in this room. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate the like. Thank you so much. I appreciate the like as well. I saw that, but it's absolutely true though, man. Because like I said though, all I bring is the truth, and I also share my opinions as well. And we know that Trump is doing an excellent job. 77 million people that voted for Trump. Donald J. Trump, the greatest president of all time, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the low down Democrat radical terrorist group, right? KKK and all the rest of them. They are the ones that are not just out of line, but they are the enemies of the country, enemies of the state, right? They are committing treason. Their leaders are committing treason. This is an insurgency that they're doing right now when they're not they're here it is. They're trying to subvert the will of the people. This is the threat on democracy. The Democrats are a threat on democracy, not MAGA, right? We already shown majority of people went with Trump. We gave him a mandate. Trump said it, and he's been carrying out his promise, right? on the, ever since the political trail. This ain't nothing new. He said he was going to do mass deportation. He said he was going to bring back ICE, right? He said he was going to shut down the border, and he said he was going to battle the fentanyl and these illegal drugs that's coming in this country. He said he was going to go after the cartels. He have dubbed the cartels as well as a enemy, right? Which is a terrorist, right? That's why you're seeing them blowing up ships. They're not playing with these people. You don't play with terrorists, you get rid of them. Ain't no bargaining, ain't no reasoning. You get rid of the terrorists. That's just how, and that's what they've been doing. And they're gonna be doing the same thing with Antifa as well, too. You wait and see. Because you don't bargain with terrorists, you don't deal with terrorists, though. They're sending a message, ladies and gentlemen, that this disrespect and attacks on the people. Look at all the shootings right now, right? This is all manufactured shit, right? This stuff with that, what happened with Charlie Kirk, the assassination of Charlie Kirk as well, though. You know, they took our Charlie away from us and things like that. So, like it is, though, you know, you can have your opinion, but when you start to go violent because the internet is being monitored, please believe me, you know. And if you are a supporter of Antifa, you may want to start lawyering up. That's what you better do. You better lawyer up. That's what you better do. You know what I'm saying? Because, like it is, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting our country back. It's a beautiful day and a beautiful thing, man. I mean, can't you just smell the freedom, liberty, and once again, the pursuit of happiness? Right now, Ron DeSantis is working on getting rid of taxes in Florida. I'm talking about taxes for homeowners. Therefore, they don't even have to worry about paying taxes no more. And we shouldn't have been never paying taxes in the first place, right? Because, like our ancestors, right, before 1913, we wasn't anyone paying income taxes. That shit came at Woodrow Wilson, 1913. They passed it into law. They passed it amongst the people, and here we are today. They are nothing but on the left are liars. And when I say this, I'm talking about Rhino Republicans too. Please believe me. Rhino Republicans, meaning Republican in name only, right? Both of them and the liberals are liberals. People think that they're conservatives. They're not. They pretend and pose as conservatives. It's WWE all over again, as I said many of times. So now that the jig is up, right? We know who these people are. And right now, with the shutdown, Trump is going to do a mass firing of these government officials because he already said it. This was his campaign promise. He said, I'm going to shrink the government probably by 80% because we don't need big bloated government anyway. And these people are gonna be all right once they get their severance pay and packages and stuff like that. They're gonna be all right. Right now, certain people are gonna be getting paid right now, which is the military, certain parts of Medicaid, Medicare things that's still gonna be paid. You know why? Because Trump created a parallel economy. Omega, welcome, man. Welcome to the channel, Omega. We gotta yeah, go. Yeah, I'm AI from Omega. While I'm talking, I'm gonna let you fillet these fools that come in here. I'm gonna let you fillet them while I stay on my point. I'm glad I have a mod in here. Coco says, who you may know has posted. Uh okay, I'm gonna have to look at the comments later though, Coco. But while you filleting them there, I'm gonna be filleting these fools and these trolls up here, man. I'm glad you in the room, Omega. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, so other than that, so that's basically what it is, though, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We've really been doing our thing right now. We got our country back. They over here bitching, whining, and complaining. And I love trolling. I love trolls. Bring all your robot trolls. Come into my room. You see me, I'm not even upset. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do like these other guys. See, they want that, yeah, this, you know, you need to get under my skin. I done heard some supposed to be the best trolls. Me and Omega, you know, this is Detroit here, Bricktown, like I said earlier. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta come harder than that. You know what I'm saying? Talking all that ish online. But as I was saying though, we are the best. How DJ Khaled used to say, we the best. Yeah, we the best. We the best. We the best. You know what I'm saying? We the best. You know what I mean? Bass in it. You know what I'm saying? Freedom of speech, man. It's a beautiful thing without the hatred, right? Because I'm not speaking hatred, I'm speaking with love. Call me brother love, you know? I think I have to go by brother love, you know? Yeah, Tony Brother Love, you know? I think that's gonna be my name, you know, Brother Love. I do this all out of love. So yeah, I back up Trump. It's a beautiful thing, though. Look at all the wonderful things that Trump have done. And about to do more though, you know? They make it sound like this is the stuff that we voted for. This wasn't, am I satisfied with Trump? Absolutely. I'm very satisfied. I'm satisfied where the direction of this country is going. You know what I'm saying? He's about to, because like I said, MSNBC and all these trash, he's going, because their licenses hopefully going to be jeopardized to be pulled. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like any of these so-called mainstream media. It's not the news propaganda. We don't need propaganda in our country, though. That's why I say they're on the verge of being taken down as well, because we don't promote propaganda. You know what I mean? Thank you for the like too, man. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate for the hearts and likes and everything, because at least somebody is feeling me. You know what I mean? And that's what we need. I'm just saying though, we don't have to be in the time, ladies and gentlemen, to be afraid of the left because, like I said, they're powerless. They have no leader, right? Look at him. Look at Hakeem Jeffries. Ain't he a mess? Look at this guy here, man. Hakeem Jeffries. What a joke. The minority leader of the Democratic Party. You know what I'm saying? Look at him, man. Who do they have? Gavin Knucklehead Nuisance. Who do we have, man? Y'all are leaderless on the left. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I tell you, boy, it sucks to be a Democrat right now. And they're going bankrupt. Where you gonna get the money from? You thought that you were gonna stop Trump? We're gonna shut the economy. We'll shut it down. Trump has a parallel economy. What do you think all the tariffs was for? Trump has a coffer of trillions of dollars that are coming in now. Been coming in since earlier this year because he know what was coming. See how we talk about he's like 8, 9 steps ahead of the Democrats. He's been winning all of the junctions. He's been winning everything though, right? Look at it. And this is everything Trump been doing is constitutional. The Dems are not constitutional. They're a fashionist, phony ass organization. This is why a lot of blacks jumped up off of them. Black community finally woken up, especially in Chicago, flipping Chicago red as an organization. Shout out to Danny C over there in Chicago and Jessica. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all sisters. Y'all really are doing the thing over there. You got the majority of Chicago that's red. So y'all are some losers. Y'all need help. And if it was me, we need to round up these far left TDS people and put them in an insane asylum. Therefore, they can never do no harm to anybody, let alone themselves. That's what we need to do. I want to petition that. We need to round these people up. We need the people that are under TDS. Excuse me. We need people that are under TDS. They need to be rounded up and they need to be put into an insane asylum. That's what they need to do. We need to do that because again, the stuff that they've been doing, shooting people, murdering people, assassinating people, unaliving people, whatever the case may be, this is what they're doing. Jan Roberts says that Biden Harris BS. I couldn't buy the Democrats anything anymore. That's what I'm saying though. It really is. Sunshine two is what's that? 202 says you too old to be informed. What's that? You to be a uniform. You are not a millionaire or billionaire. You have more to lose than Trump. But Sunshine, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Now I'm gonna give you one more time because when I ask another liberal to the left a question, tell me why. Educate me. You know what I'm saying? Educate. No, I'm asking the question here. You shut up, Ed. I'm asking the question here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that was addressed to me. Sorry, Ed. I don't know if that's addressed to me. But if it is, I stand on what I said originally. Sunshine, educate me, right? How do I have everything to lose Oh, don't tell me. Oh, it is. Are you coming for me, Ed? Oh, hold on for a minute. Oh, I got this one though, Omega. Hold on for a minute. I got it, Renner. As I was saying, bye bye, Eddie. Eddie Munster. Oh man. Okay, so Sunshine, educate me. You said I was too old, right? To be a it was a uniformed, too old to be uniform, right? Uniform, right? Uninformed. Is it uninformed? Oh yeah, uninformed. I'm sorry. All right. Supposed to be uninformed, right? But at any event, educate me though, Sunshine. I'm asking you a question. Educate me. I want to know, right? Educate me, right? Because that's what I'm asking a question. See, when you put their asses on the spot to answer a question, they can't defend. They just type shit and they say shit because this is an emotional response. All the stuff that I'm saying, here is another one over here. Wilson, I'm saying this dude must not grow soybeans. I can educate you. KP, hold on for a minute. You can educate me. You tell me, give me factual information about Trump. I've been over here talking about all the wonderful things of Trump. He has 77 million people that voted for Trump, right? The will of the people decided Trump, not Harris. You tell me, KP, 77 million people is wrong about Trump? You meaning to tell me that you got it right when your party is leaderless? Your party is in disarray? Nobody rocks with the left no more? You tell me. I bet he can't. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch KP. Watch KP. He gonna avoid the question that I answer. Watch what he do. He gonna deflect with some bullshit. Watch this. Watch this. It's easy to call these liberal soy boys out. Watch this. Watch this, Omega. You give him a chance. Watch this. Watch this. They ain't winning on shit. You put injunctions against Trump. Look at this. They put injunctions against Trump. Trump is a constitutionalist president. And it ain't amazing, but it's amazing that y'all liberal Democrats, you TDS and everything, y'all still act like. I mean, Trump been kicking y'all ass ever since he's won the election. Since he's been the sitting president, he's been kicking y'all ass. Let's admit that. But see, KP and them, see the thing about it. Internet, hold on, KP, you don't want them problems. I know you had to boot them out of here. Talking about I can educate you. You ain't educated crap shit. See how soft and weak these liberals are? I'm kicking their ass. Me and Omega filleting y'all asses. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, we gonna fillet your ass or whatever. All they do is bring up questions all the time, but they can't defend what they bring up. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you know what I'm saying? So once again, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is the problem from the left. When you are losing and you are under this type of derangement, and that's why I said we need to round these people up. I can't wait till the day that we round these people up. They need to be instituted, man. They really do. We got to get them off the street because this is not about sharing an opinion about somebody. This is this is something totally different. These are whacked out leftists that stand with Antifa. They condone the shootings. And none of them came in this room and condone a shooting, an assassination tip, or whatever. None of them condone it. That's why they need to be rounded up, right? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about that, man. I appreciate you, Omega, man. You know what I'm saying? Because again, here it is. Hey, Patrick, you don't even understand what fascism is. Watch this, Omega. Watch this. Hey, Patrick, what's the definition of fascism? Watch this, Omega. Watch this. Omega, watch this, man. Patrick, what's the definition of fascism? So you support fascism. You just learned that word from the Democrats. I'm gonna watch this. I'll put them on the spot every time. Patrick, what's the definition of fascism? Right? Hey, Wilson, what's the definition of fascism? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this, right? Here go Patrick right here. Here we go. What do you like more, fascism or pedos? Patrick, I asked you a question. See, you see right here, man. You ignore. You don't even understand what fascism means. I asked you a question. See what these old soft, zesty boys. See, you zesty boy, Patrick. Look at you. And zesty too. Look at this. 14 characteristics of fascism. I asked you what is the definition of fascism, not characteristics. See what I'm saying, Omega? This is child's play, man. See how childish they are coming in this room? It's so funny. They don't even know what fascism means. It's Donald Trump. You support fascism. Jan Roberts says, did you know what fascism was? Nobody told me. You just using the word fascism. None of y'all know, because if you did, you would put it in there. Don't go try to cheat now and get the definition of it. Because if you would have known it and you were really about that life, and I'm not going to even tell you. I know what it is, but I'm not even going to tell you, because you're supposed to come in here with your information. You're supposed to be on standing on your facts, right? You should be able to defend what I'm talking about, right? This ain't me defending Trump. Trump is on the offensive. Y'all on the defensive, right? Trump is already making moves, making policy plans, right? So all that stuff that you're talking about is a bunch of this. I learned in high school, still remember, but I'm asking, nobody put it in the chat, what is fascism? That's the thing about it. See, here's what I'm saying though, Omega. That's why I say, watch this. They over here study, type it with their emotions. They don't even hear what I even asked them. Typical trait from a far leftist lunatic that's in their emotions, like little soy boys and soy girls. When I actually asked a question, and I was nice about asking a question, but they can't defend what it is that they're accusing Trump on and people that support Trump. This is crazy stuff, man. Look at this stuff. Look at this. You haven't said shit. That's why I got you, Patrick, because that means you didn't know. I looked at your comments. You never told me one time what fascism is. So therefore, Wilson, you're gone. I'm gonna go ahead and take you out myself, man. Nobody got time for this nonsense. See, that's why you can't deal with them and talk to them, because they don't know. They come in this room, they don't know what fascism means. They try to put and fit narratives that fit them. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I did. You ignored it. No, you didn't. You ain't tell me what fascism really means. Get out of here. And you about to be gone too. If you said that you did, tell me one more time. And I'm not going to go look for it, Patrick, because you are limited in this room as well. This is how much y'all that you and people that think like you are insignificant to us. You're a little small cult of a group, right? You know what I'm saying? And Omega, you really didn't have to do this. I wanted them to do it, but you think they're gonna believe this stuff, Omega? Do you really think they're gonna believe this stuff? They don't believe that. They don't believe what, and that's what fascism is. My mind put up the definition of what a fascism. I mean, get out of here. You know what, man? Patrick, man. You got about 5 seconds. No, in fact, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of you on out there. Get him out the room though for me, Omega Man, because now that you had to put it up, I don't want to talk to these people about what fascism is. Next one to say fascism is gonna get out of the room. But I gave you a chance. And now that you ain't gonna piggyback and copy, I appreciate it, Omega. Thank you so much. Patrick, you gone, man. And anybody else, you mentioned that, Epstein, you're gone. Straight like that. Because I'm gonna tell you, you guys come in my room being disingenuous. I gave you the olive branch to defend your position. And you know what? You did not. You came in here running off the mouth, being all soyed up, soy beans, soy boy, soy girl up, without giving it the definition of it. My mod had to give the definition in the room. That's why I say, man, this is child's play, man. These are like children in this room, man. I'm really beginning to think, are these children and kids? I learned this in high school. If you did, you would have posted it up there. You know what I'm saying? So as I was saying before, back to the wonderful world of Trump. and administration, and we are in a better, we in a way better situation. He got rid of DEI. Thank you for the hearts and the likes. I appreciate it. He got rid of the DEI, right? We got rid of that. We got rid of this transgender stuff, bathroom, same sex, these all these sexes and stuff like that. We don't want men playing in women's sports. You know, we got rid of that as well. Man, I'm so glad about that. You know, all that queer, old queer, weird type stuff we got ladies, we got the weird men, soy boy men out your sport. So you don't have to worry about them coming to your sport being disruptive. That's a beautiful thing. In fact, I'm so happy about it. Any educator, any college, universities, schools, and other, right, that's teaching this critical race theory crap stuff and all the rest of it, any other stuff, you're going to be defunded. This was Trump's campaign promise. I'm just going down the list of what Trump have actually promised, and he has implemented it. All of it he has, right? Right. So we ain't got to worry about no DEI hires no more, which means didn't earn it. You're gonna be merit based. It ain't gonna be about no race or color that should when you should get into these positions. You're gonna get in there on merit based only. If you want the job, you got to be able to compete for it. I'm so glad we ain't got to deal with this foolishness no more. We ain't got to deal with this transgender shit no more. Nobody don't give a damn what adults do. We don't want our children being mutilated. We are not going to fund no transgender type stuff at all. If you want to cut your you know what off or you want whatever, hey, you got to pay for it. You pay for it out your own pocket. But American people ain't going to pay for your insane choices that you're making about mutilating your body. And that's right. Now do something about it, right? Do something about it. Because all I know is that we the best. Like DJ Khaled used to say, we the best. We the best. We the best. That's why I roll with Trump, though, you know? Trump would go down in history, legacy, right? He's the legacy. Look at somebody named Don Knotts. You can tell that's a Generation Xer. There ain't nobody named no Don Knotts. but but I appreciate the love too and the likes. Thank y'all so much. So let's show them what we really mean business today, though, man. Looking at my wrist, I got time today. You know what I'm saying? I sure do. But here's the thing about it: we the best, as I said before, right? We are winning. They have lost, though. You know what I'm saying? And they come in this room trying to be disruptive. It's not working. The policies, none of this transgender freak weirdos. We got them out the military as well. We got respectable men and women, and we're gonna have men and women in shape. We got rid of General Milley, Mark Milley, and all them. We got they behind up on out of there, and let you know that Trump has a heart. He even gave him a honorable, yeah, honorable discharge. Now, if it would have been me, I would have gave their ass a dishonorable discharge. If it would have been me. But that lets you know how merciful and that Trump has a heart. Because you got to admit, he could have gave all them in the military a dishonorable discharge. You see what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing. This is going to be all the wonderful things that Trump did. Man, some of y'all come in this room, I done named so many wonderful things. Y'all, Trump is going to go down in history, right? As breaking the Democratic Party. He broke them, right? He broke them. It was the Democrats that shut down. They were the ones that did the government shutdown. Y'all got them to think. And now that's gonna make Trump a job easier because he didn't already hired what's my man Russell Bolt in there right now, so he can go in there and hack and slash and take these programs that were bloated. We had an over bloated, overreach government that wasn't benefiting the people. It was benefiting, enriching themselves, man. All of these low down ass Democrats and these rhino Republicans been ripping the American people off for years. Now that we got some get right now, Trump and Daddy is home now. Daddy has been making corrections. That's right, Daddy Trump. Yep, Daddy Trump, Big Daddy Trump. And Big Tish is about to get her ass. She about to go to prison. How you like that, Big Letitia James? She about to get your ass arrested for that mortgage fraud you did, having that house over there in Virginia, knowing damn well you was a resident in you had to be in New York. Big Tish James is about to get her ass locked up, just like with James Comey, about to get their asses locked up. right? I appreciate the comments on the page. Nice. I'm gonna read your comments though too later. I appreciate you guys commenting and things like that and subscribing as well. Appreciate you guys, man. Big Mama Letitia James, she's in the about it's already been indictment. She's on the verge of getting her behind locked up. You know what I'm saying? As it should, right? Yep, as it should, right? 34 count felon. You know, Trump is still here. They tried to destroy Trump. They said he was an enemy combatant, right? They said Russia, 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 right? This is the man that raised from the flames, right? This is the man that would go down in history as the greatest president that ever lived. This is the man that fought against the deep state, right? Single-handedly with his people in his cabinet, right? He picked. He got competent people. Look at Biden's cabinet and look at Trump's cabinet. Biden's cabinet got a bunch of freaks, weirdos, Adams family. They spooky and they creepy, mysterious. And that's what you got in the Biden administration. Different color hair, ear piercings, nose rings, tattoos, freaks. And then you also have look at the Trump administration though, conservative, respectable. They are the men and women that's rocking with Trump. They are the best of the best, and they ain't afraid to take on the low down ass left though, man. Ain't that something? Look at him, man. Soy boys on the left, man. Got all these. Look at the even hired Kamala here. Even had her. She wasn't even elected as to be a vice president. Look at her ass. Look how sorry as a DEI hire she is. Miss DEI, man. You know, thought that she was gonna beat Trump. That's a joke. That's a joke. Dumb as a box of rocks. On that, you know what, too. You know what I'm saying? Man, please, man. Are y'all serious, man? Do you absolutely think that the people on the left should be fearing the people on the right? They be getting their asses handed to them ever since. Let's just go ahead and tell the truth, though. They asses is getting their asses handed to their asses, though, man. And that's the truth. That's the truth, man. And I appreciate y'all coming in my live and stuff like that. But like I say, man, we for laying, man. If you got a problem with it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, 77 million people, who did they vote for? They voted for Trump. They voted for Trump. Yes, they did. You know, we gave him a mandate. And the low down left is looking so bad right now, man, with these damn shootings and all the rest of the stuff that's going on. Y'all can't take it. Y'all are the ones that's deranged. Y'all need to be put in a mental institution. And I can't wait for that to happen. None of y'all condone the violence that Antifa was doing. Show you how much of insensitive your group really are, your party really is. Ain't none of y'all shouted down Antifa. This is where I know where your mind is at, right? Like I said, I'll battle any one of you anywhere. Like I said, y'all ain't even worth the debate because I even asked simple questions. See, I'm well versed on Trump's policies, right? And the policies that the Dems did, you know what I'm saying? They were the ones that fucked off all that money. You know that the Democrats have had a budget, and they blew through the budget by giving the illegals. Let me tell y'all why they're in trouble right now. Why they crying for money right now? Didn't they? Weren't they ones that blew through the money when it came down to the Medicaid, Medicare? Where you think where a lot of that stuff went instead of their own pocket? It went in there. A lot of them went in their own pocket, and the others went to these effing fucking illegals that don't even belong in the fucking country. Y'all didn't shout that down. Y'all didn't not one time shout that down. Y'all, here y'all are, the hypocrites you are. You want to talk about Gaza, but we got problems over here in America, especially in the black community. We got black on black crime and all this other stuff. You got a bunch of hypocrites that are over here today. You care more about a situation that's happening 7 to 8,000 miles away instead of dealing with what we got going on over here in America. Ain't one damn Democrat cared about the black on black violence and crime that's happening in these inner cities and all this corruption and shit. I'm calling y'all out. You ain't got no defense for this stuff. You don't. You don't. Because if the Dems, they had every opportunity to fix the crimes in these 19 major cities in the United States, which are democratically led mayors that never gave a damn, violence as usual. because they don't have a voter block. They brought these illegals in here in the first place. So therefore, they could try to solidify the future vote, but they can't because, like I said, Democrats is on life support. There's people that jumped off of that party. Party ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Your party never been shit. Shit. The Democratic Party is a party of racism, Ku Klux Klan, segregation, Jim Crow, redlining. These are all policies on the left. Ever since the party was established in 1828, they were the ones that was for the Ku Klux Klan. They were the ones that owned a lot of slaves in the South, the antebellum South. The Confederacy was made of Democrats. That's why they were called Dixiecrats. You're gonna learn something today, and try to refute this or dispute this. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no answer for it because you know it's the truth. We stand on truth in here, and I'm a fillet. I'm doing some filleting. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing some filleting. And like I said, you can comment on the page. Like I said, I gave a lot of these weak-minded Democrats, liberals, an opportunity and chance. I said, educate me and tell me where I'm wrong at. And they failed to do so. They said, you support a fascist. I asked you this. What's the definition of a fascist? They had to take my mod, Omega, to come in here and put up the meaning. He gave you the real meaning of fascism anyway. Stuff that the left stands on. Y'all like fascism. They've been pushing communism, socialism programs, Karl Marx's damn programs. And you're supposed to sit up here in Communist Manifesto and radicals, rules for radicals. It's the type of stuff that y'all stand on. Mondani stands on socialism, which is another form of communism. Many of you don't even know what communism is. You think it sounds good, right? I know I got a friend right now that's from China, coming out of the old school Mao Zedong, right? We talking about it when China was China, it was called Communist China, where the government is a centralized government where they dictate all the way down to the careers, what type of car you're gonna have, what type of house you're gonna have. You can't have if the house get too big, guess what? The government comes in to take it away. Trump ain't never did no shit like that. This is what Mondani wants to institute in New York right now, right? He wants to bring in socialism, which is nothing more than a form of communism. That's why I know a lot of y'all been that fell asleep in school and high school, social studies and all that. If I ask how many people in the House of Representatives, without them Googling it, Omega, they probably don't even know that. How many senators there are, they probably don't even know that. And I'm not even going to educate them, man, because it's not even worth even dealing with them. They just come in this room trying to be disruptive, and I gave them every opportunity. When I said that I stand with Trump, and I gave the reasons why under the policies that he ran, and then you want to sit up in here and say otherwise, because you got a mayor in Chicago that's on the brink of being arrested, Brandon Johnson, fat ass J.P. Pritzker. You know what I'm saying? Those are on their asses about to be arrested. Because I know the women, I know the sisters in Chicago, Danny C and Jessica and them. They got that Chicago Turning Red group of sisters. And shout out to y'all again, because y'all really about y'all business. You know what I'm saying? Y'all handling y'all business. And they went into reasons as to why what the mayor been doing to their own black citizens there in Chicago. Ain't nobody lying about that shit. And that's just so that you know. You didn't think that I knew them over there, right? Just think that we just over here just running off at the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Those sisters over there that organized that group, and she actually met Trump and went down in detail as to what is going on in the city of Chicago. Because Brandon Johnson ain't telling the whole truth. They want to try to make it sound like, oh yeah, Trump gonna come in here when they've been over here. There's freelance journalists that's been attacked, been beat up, clubs upside the head. Y'all didn't shout that down. It's just a bunch of hypocrites, man, that come in this room, man. That's what it is. None of them went over here and shouted that down. They didn't tone down the violence. Talking about, yeah, both sides should tone down the violence. Ain't no violence coming from the right, it's coming from the left. And we all know it. Like I said, though, you don't want to deal with me. You can't even deal with me on a debate. I'll debate anybody 10 toes down right now. Anytime, any place. Let's go. Shit. Let's go. We ain't hiding no more. Like I said before, what I love about this administration, you're gonna be getting rid of this stuff. Because like I said, you don't need no CPLs. I told you, ladies and gentlemen, for now, I would still suggest get your CPLs, but we know that you ain't gonna need them in the future. Because according to the Second Amendment rights, you have a right to bear arms, and you should better go to any state. That came from the Democrats once again. They are the ones, ladies and gentlemen, that are anti-government, they're anti-constitution. They are the ones that want to subvert our rights, subvert the will of the people, right? They have been robbing us, stealing our income taxes with these slush fund organizations and stuff like that, and they are inciting a insurrection right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is what they've been doing. They are the ones that are the most violent, not us. It's them. They are the ones that are out of control. Every time you can't even debate them because they get in their emotions like little girls and little boys, little bitches, little soy boys and soy girls. Because when you ask the logical question, you can't even get a real answer. They just spit out stuff about fascism. They don't know what fascism is. This is how sad and bad that they are. They're like little boys and little girls. And that's why I treat them like the way I do. They're not even worth the debate. What are they gonna do? Get in the emotions, right? What are they gonna get in the emotions? All they do is get in emotions. Get in emotions. You got that pitiful of a leader, Hakeem Jeffries, that discounted Obama. You know what I'm saying? This old milk toast ass dude, right? You know what I'm saying? Even the reporter was asking this guy logical questions and stuff like that he couldn't answer. They deflect, evade, and go straight on an attack with Trump, and they have lost the majority of the people. I'm gonna tell you the three categories once again that the Democrats have lost the election or the midterms on. One is the economy. The next is immigration, right? And the other one is Medicaid and Medicare. Because people gonna remember how the Dems shut this system down. Talking about they wanted $1.2 trillion. That they knowing damn well Trump was gonna approve that. And then they wanted, and then I'm talking about Maxine Wicked West Waters and all the rest of them. Oh yeah, the people they need the benefits and all the rest of the stuff. But she also said, but they also gonna wanted to give it to illegal aliens. We're not gonna give no benefits to no illegal aliens. You didn't see them. You see what I'm saying? This is a whole bunch of nonsense. This is stupidity. They just come in this room and try to be disruptive. While you filleting them there, Omega, I'm gonna be filleting them up here on the mic or whatever like that. Because like I said, your comments are welcome, but doesn't necessarily mean that they will be answered. Because I'm gonna stop answering stupidity. I'm over here giving them a chance. I asked nicely. I didn't insult nobody. You want to come in here? Oh yeah, Fat Albert. Hey, hey, hey. You act like I haven't heard it. Nutty Professor. I'm still here. Look at all the videos. Look at my catalog that I'm put up over here. I ain't running. People know where I stand. You know what I'm saying? I'm not running. So if you want to have the debate with me, you better have your facts. That's what I'm saying. Because when you throw out accusations, though, right? Because again, Letitia James is been indicted. James Comey is being indicted. Adam Shifty Schiff is being next. He's next. We're talking about the alleged mortgage fraud, and they have evidence against these people. Oh yeah, he's going after his political opponents. No, Joe Biden's administration went after Trump. This was political. Because if the 34 count felon that some of y'all say he has or is, if that would be the case, Trump should be sitting behind bars right now, right? We know that they were bogus, right? They deport Letitia James, pulled him into court, running off at the mouth, being all loud, all the rest of the stuff. Everything she projected on Trump is happening to her with this mortgage fraud, and that holds a lot of weight. That's considered a serious charge, right? Lisa Cook, here's another one. What's up with y'all? What's up with the sisters and this mortgage fraud shit? Y'all act like y'all never gonna see this day. You know, I mean, somebody gonna investigate. They gonna get Lisa Cook out of here. You believe you or me? They gonna get her out of the Federal Reserve. Though it's coming. They got her on mortgage fraud. They got Big Latish, Big Tish on mortgage fraud. I call her Big Tish. It's a big woman. Big Tish. You know, they got her ass on mortgage fraud. You know what I'm saying? Kamala Harris should be also. I think it's gonna be coming with her because what she did, she said she was the border czar. Her, Alejandro Mayorkas, right? He these guys. He was over the border, over the ICE and the federal agents, the border patrol. They allowed illegal aliens into America. It's been said 15 to 20 million illegals entering into America. If you look at our Constitution, you look at the U.S. codes, which is the 18 USC, right? 2381 talks about treason. And that's what they have did. They have conspired against American citizens and its government, right? This is what they have done. And we're going to see it, ladies and gentlemen. It's obvious that they have done this. We ain't never had no open borders anywhere. And they brought them in here to America. They put them up in the Ritz Carlton Hotel and all these other hotels, giving them a stipend amount off of the taxpayers, off of the taxpayers. Look at what's going on. That's what happened. Trump shut that down. Where is your beloved Democrats? What type of party that will allow this? Because if there was anything about anything, we should have never had illegal aliens in this country in the first place. You're supposed to come over here through the right pathway of citizenship. And then you want to stand in the way of ICE. Brown ain't never stood down with black. And that's why they tell all these blacks, knock the nonsense off. Brown ain't never been down with black. I'm not gonna be the one to go out there. They never gave a damn about our causes and our issues. You know what I'm saying? But you see some of these old sellout blacks and these misinformed blacks, they on the front line for them. When it wasn't on the line with us. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. Black and brown ain't never been down. Come on now. I'm only speaking the truth. This is truth time here today. That's the truth. And I stand on it with 10 toes down. I haven't seen them getting out here with our causes and issues. Why you think foundational blacks and all the rest of this stuff had to be started? At least they got enough common sense not to ride on their issues. Shit, we ain't benefiting from it, them being illegal, taking our jobs away from us. They're taking the jobs from American people. And they don't pay into the tax system over here. The tax money go back to their homelands, right? We ain't winning as Americans. They are, right? Now we don't have to worry about that no more. We have a man that's rough and tough that ain't gonna bow down and cow down, a true alpha male. If you got a problem with it, you should have ran a better campaign. You ran a bullshit campaign putting all your backings on that woman. You know what I'm saying? Because if she was really about it, if she wasn't a DEI, she would have been afraid to get out here on the campaign trail for real. Over 100 some odd days, Trump and Vance been out there on the front line. She wanted to pick and choose her fights. What really cost her, that would cost her the election. What else has cost Kamala the election too? She was afraid to deal with Joe Rogan. She was afraid to get on his show. She had to go on shows. What's her girlfriend, same sorority group? What's her name? Over at ABC. Eruption there, and a nice little part to go right along with it too. Eruption there, and a nice little part to go right along with it too. Kiss my black ass, you know. Yeah, exactly. They come in here being disruptive and things like that, man. You know, I gave them every opportunity, man. They couldn't even tell me, Omega. They couldn't even tell me what fascism means. And then they're gonna ask me a question with a question. That's why I say it ain't even worth reading the comments no more. Those that rock with me, you know how I feel about the guys that rock with me. This ain't for those present company. If it don't apply, let it fly, man. Right? I'm gonna read the comments. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all, man. I'm over here trying to use the porta potty, man. Guy can't even lock the damn door, man. You know what I'm saying? Though it's like, what type of sense does that make? I mean, damn. Is it like, man? I tell y'all, man. Boy, I tell you, boy, I tell you, man. Mm. Boy, I tell you, man. I don't know. I just don't know, man. I just don't know, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. He was a foreigner. He should know better. He should know better, man. You know. But at any event, I ain't gonna keep harping on that though, man. But like I said, I appreciate the love and the likes, man. Because like it is, I enjoy. Come on now, come on, come on. They just pull out. They don't even watch. You know what I'm saying? They just pull out. But yeah, but other than that, I just say, man, I tell you, boy, this country and the wonderful things that Trump is doing. I stand with Trump. Trump 2028. In fact, I gotta get my hat because I'm gonna troll the trolls some more. Your trolls are definitely welcome. You're more welcome coming into the room. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna have next time you see me, I'm gonna have my 2028 cap on. You know, and I love trolling the trolls, Omega. I really do. I love trolling the trolls, man. So, and then what I'm gonna do, we're gonna have you see, and the thing about it, Omega, they're not even worth having open dialogue when I'm at home in the home studio to drop the link down and come up here because they're gonna get in their feelings and stuff like that. You know, I'm gonna have to vet them before I put them up on the stage. Before I add them on the stage, I'm gonna vet them. If they can't come in here and give a good reason as to why Trump is so bad, then I'll be asking them, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You heard me many a times. We were to go back and watch and listen. They couldn't even answer and give you the definition of what fascism really means. This is how bad it is, man. They just come on here talking stuff. And like I said, you know, when you know, like I said, a dog's ass looks better than dealing with a leftist lunatic. A dog's ass. And that says a whole lot. A dog's ass look better. If I talk to a dog's ass, it'll look better than dealing with these damn leftist lunatics. Boy, I tell you, man. You ain't gonna get no reaction from me other than me trolling you. when you come in here. See, that's the thing, though. We have so much information of what the positive things that Trump is doing that's making America great. The majority of these people have, and like I said, the Democrats are underwater with the economy, they underwater with immigration, and they underwater at the Medicaid, Medicare. It has been said that they are underwater with immigration as high as 22 points. It might be even higher now. How the hell can you win a midterm being underwater like this? That's underwater. Their party has less than a 30% approval rating. Brandon Johnson has about 6% of approval rating for him being the mayor of Chicago. How do they think that they're going to win anything? You have no position at all, no leverage at all, thinking that you can be able to do these grandstands and stand downs and stand outs and shut downs. It's not going to work. It's not going to work because they never thought that Trump was going to start hacking and slashing these overbloated jobs. He just made his job easier. Either way, Chuck Schumer should have. I'm just saying, what you did, Chucky, wasn't too smart. You may as well say that the Democrat Party is on life support. They barely got a pulse. They barely got a pulse. You more, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just how it is. The Democrat Party is traitors. For them to back Antifa, I'm not saying some of them allegedly black backing Antifa. We're going to find out what it really is. But if they are, then they are definitely traitors to this country. They are traitors standing behind open borders. That's treasonous, right? What they have done to the American taxpayers, what they have did to the citizens of America, this is treason. 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 It's exactly what it is. Boy, I tell you, and terrorism. They have been inciting a riot across the United States. These are violent people on the left, on the far left. This left-wing lunatics, ladies and gentlemen. These are the people that are the enemies of the United States. They really are. These people we cannot live amongst each other. They're too busy causing what we call being lying to the people, pushing propaganda. They can't even defend this shit. They can't even defend it, ladies and gentlemen. They just come in here trying to be disruptive. They can't defend it. Because if you was really about something as a Democrat, you would stand on your bullshit ass policy. Right? They can't stand on no bullshit ass policy. Your weak ass leader, Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer, AOC, ain't nobody afraid of none of them. Shit, they don't have no power. What are they gonna do? What if they're not in power right now? Right? Shit. You ain't got no leader. Who do you have? Nobody. None of them. And I love banging on them. And I'm gonna continue banging on these damn leftists. These old traitors. Bitch ass traitors. And anybody that rock with Antifa. Anybody that rock with me, your fate gonna be their fate. Because they're gonna be levying bank accounts, freezing them, for travel ban, under heavy surveillance. And ain't no country that you can go to where it's gonna be safe. Because you have, guess what? Antifa graduated to be an international terrorist. You know what I'm saying? One thing I'm glad, we ain't like Portland and we ain't like Washington State. Because we got people over here that got CPLs. And I tell you what, man, you don't want to that ain't what you want. You don't want to deal with that type of stuff. I'm going to tell you right now, that ain't what you want. Nope. All right. You need to let me show it to you. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna go pick up my passenger, ladies and gentlemen. I have made it here. Well, we go, like I said before, I thank y'all all for participating to some random guy. And I'm just some random guy, man. I'm some random guy. I don't have no political or no type of policy change you make. I'm not no billionaire. I'm just an average guy. But I tell you what, my crypto and everything is looking really great right now, thanks to Trump as well. Just like with the stocks, thanks to Trump as well. It's a beautiful thing. Omega, I really appreciate you. I look forward to your call, man. Thanks for mine, man. I appreciate you as always. Okay, just message me. Okay, I got you. All right, that's cool. And things, so just waiting on my passenger and stuff like that. But yeah, man, as always, man, really appreciate you. We have talk about some stuff, man, and things like that. And for y'all that came in the room that were not disruptive, for ones that agree that Trump is doing a great job, though for those that stand with Trump and all the stuff that I was saying, though, you guys know his policies like I do. You know what I'm saying? Thing I'm telling more conservatives, I want you guys to be more about it. You ain't got to be up here arguing with people. But it look like this is my person right now, I think. Yep. Okay, guys, I'll see y'all on the next live stream. Peace.